So I'm in this hotel room in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I'm hanging out here. I've got it's like 11:18. I just I just spent the last couple of hours just hanging out with people and being with them, hearing stories, learning about their lives, understanding the challenges and the opportunities that they have, and listening. And one of the other ways that we build credibility is by just being ourselves. And I know sometimes when I'm working with corporate clients, I get a little nervous. Like right now, I'm in New Jersey, just landed. I'm getting ready to go into a big company. I'm gonna meet with their executive team. And I'd be lying to you if I wasn't a little bit nervous. But here's what I know: if I'm anything other than myself, it's not gonna work out. So there's vulnerability in that. Sometimes it's a willingness to kind of be awkward with that. Understand who you are, spend time reflection, know that, be willing to be that person and step into that role. So I'm getting ready to go to dinner with some folks that I've never met before. I've only talked to them on the phone a couple of times, and we've texted a little bit, and I'm going to dinner, and one of the things I'm going to need to do immediately is establish a level of credibility. I'm going to be giving a big talk at their company tomorrow, and their expectations are fairly high for that, and they've never met me, so they don't know what to expect and what may be coming out of that. And so building credibility is exactly what I'm getting ready to do. And so I'm getting ready to go to dinner tonight and spend time with them. And they asked, do you want to come to dinner with us the night before? And I always jump on that opportunity to go to dinner with them. And I find that the relationships that get built at dinner time or over a meal when you break bread together are incredibly powerful. I find that credibility is about people and relationships. Credibility is a perception variable. It's something that we earn, that other people give to us, and that credibility really lies in our ability to interact. At least for me, the way that I can interact with other people, the way that I can be myself and be comfortable with myself, to know my limits, to not accept the power when someone asks me a question about, what do you think we ought to do about this? And I say, instead of immediately jumping in and accepting that power, because there's a lot of power in responding to that, ask more questions, be more curious, be genuinely interested in people. All right, good morning. It is the morning of the presentation, and I'm getting ready to make sure my clothes are all ironed up and got breakfast in my belly, and then I'm gonna head over there. They didn't ask me to be there until about between 9 and 9:30, but that's a bad idea. I've got technology to check, so I'm gonna try to get there about 10 minutes early and just make sure that everything works. I've been in tech companies before and the technology doesn't work, so I don't know why I would expect the technology to work at a pharmaceutical company, but we'll see if it happens. But I'm going to get over there today. This morning, my routine is I get up, I get going about 2.5 hours before I need to present, especially if it's a morning presentation. I do some yoga, get ready, just kind of get my body moving in the morning, and then I go down and get a little breakfast, something real light, easy on the coffee, and then come back and iron up, get showered up, and I like to have a little quiet time, a little reflection time. So I want to be centered and grounded. For me, that's about building my own internal sense of credibility. So when I am in a mindset of being grateful, thankful for the things that are around me, I'm in a totally different mind space, and So we met last night over dinner, which was great. But that process starts again today. I have a little social capital that I built. I know that, but I can break that real quick. So if things don't go well this morning, I need to be in a mind space that helps me build that credibility really quickly. So for me, it's the inner work that I'm doing, and it's a journey. Certainly don't feel enlightened or arrived in any way, but I do think it's important for me to spend some time every morning, particularly when I'm getting ready to go present, just thinking about the things that I'm grateful for in my life. All right, so we're headed out this morning. Called my Uber and gonna meet me downstairs in about 4 minutes, and getting ready to go to headquarters to meet with the team this morning. It's about 20 of them. So I'm gonna bring you along, see what happens. Take the Uber ride with me and walk up to the front door. So getting ready to go into the company. Let's build some credibility this morning. All right, so I wasn't able to get a shot of the headquarters. I had to sign a bunch of non-disclosure agreements and things agreeing to say. Anyway, I couldn't take a camera in there. It would have been kind of odd. But the event was incredible today. It was awesome. We got started. We had a lot of synergy going, but I called an audible just about 10 minutes before I was getting ready to go on. What became really clear to me was that the group needed to do some small group activity, not hear some guy talk to them for an hour and a half. So I developed a small group activity right there on the fly, ran it by the meeting coordinator, and we rocked and rolled. So here's the thing on that, right? Like, that's all based in instinct and intuition. And having been in a couple of meetings where there have been times when I have wished that I had done a small group activity and not just done kind of a talk at. So how do you build credibility with an organization? I think you're honest, you're transparent. There's a confidence that you have, but it's not a boastful confidence. It's a humble confidence that you're willing to listen to what people have to say, to make changes on the fly, and that you go in and you're just yourself. And that's what this idea of going into organizations and consulting is all about. They loved the event. It was great. Hopefully we'll be coming back soon and meeting with their team. But what I think was, for me, the most incredible experience is walking into the room. I don't know anybody. And today I left with 20 friends who work in jobs that literally we use their products every day to save our lives and make our lives a little bit better. And that's awesome for me. The credibility piece is critical and so important. So as you think about how you're going to develop credibility, I wonder, what's your area of expertise and what are the things that you do so well, that's your niche, that nobody else does in the world? And I would encourage you to dig into those, to find a level of confidence with that, and to be willing for a little bit to be awkward about it, and to put yourself out there and take the first step. I'm nervous every time I go on, and here's the thing, I knew I was getting ready to go up, and it was go time, and I'm looking at the clock, and we're running a little behind, and I'm thinking, what am I going to do? How am I going to do this? And how am I going to make the client happy? How am I going to make the meeting organizer happy with this event? And you have to just make those changes on the fly and be willing to adapt and be in their world for a little bit. So that's what's awesome about this. So how do you build credibility? I think honesty, integrity, empathy, dignity, be yourself. You don't worry about what other people think. Do your thing.